How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator Survival Series. So, we are free as the wind at the moment, as they call it in the game, which I like. But we need to get a job out of Las Cruces. And there's not any good ones, I'll tell you that much. There's 19 tons of tires that goes up to Raton. I don't know if that's Raton or Raton. Might be Raton. We have a Raton in South Africa. Actually not far from where I live, but it's got a Y after the A, so it's Raton. But it might be Raton. I don't know. We've got cables, which aren't paying that great, I'll tell you that much. And we've got tableware. $950, $2.75 a mile. And that is 240 miles away. And that goes over to Hobbs. And I actually find that quite interesting. I think that might be a cool drive. Rather than going back up there. That is 400 miles. I mean, that does pay better. And it is articulated trailer. I don't know. Maybe we should take the tires. Expires in 51 minutes. Let's, I kind of want to take that. But I really want to take that as well. Anyway, let's try and make it to the tires. That expires in 51 minutes. If we don't make it there, then we will grab the tableware or whatever it was. Let's see if we can make it. I don't actually mind either job. Nothing's actually paying great, so really we're just looking for something to pay for our fuel to get to somewhere else where they pay a little bit better, where we can get some better jobs basically. So I just don't want to run empty to another city. Can't see a damn thing.
Go straight.
And it's only 2 miles away, so we might actually make it. I hope we make it. I think I'd rather take the tires. And it's about $500 extra in payment. We could actually make about $1,000 on this job
Right turn
if we grab the tires. And it's articulated trailer, which is like articulated box trailer, which I don't think we've taken before
turn right.
on this series. I think it's going to be doubles though, not triples. I would like for it to be triples, but I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to be speeding a little bit down here, doing like 40, because I really want to try and make this job.
Right turn ahead. Turn right. Right turn ahead.
Alright, did we make it? Did we make it? Did we make it? I don't know. Volterson Motors. I don't know if we did. Let's find out. Trade market. Yes, we made it. We actually made that quite easy. 44 minutes. We can do machine parts. That pays almost nothing. We would actually lose money on that job, I think. Anyway, $2.84 a mile. I would like to try and figure out what dollar per mile we need to actually turn a profit. That would be interesting. I think it's about maybe $1.80, somewhere around there. If you take into consideration fuel and like maintenance on the vehicle and that sort of thing. It would be nice to... That was a bit crunchy on the gears. It would be nice to sort of know what dollar per mile you need. Or dollar amount per mile you need to actually make money. Alright, this is a bit tight. And it is doubles, not triples. But they are long. I mean, they're doubles, but they're long doubles. Right. Best way to get out of here. Left or right? Left. Oh, that looks pretty cool. Voltus and motors. I like that trailer. That looks kind of nice. Alright. And what does this weigh? 19 tons. Not bad. This is nice. I really do think this is the first time we've had box trailers like articulated, multiple box trailers. And I love multiple trailers. That is like my thing. I love that. Triples. Triples are my favorite. I'll tell you what, the moment we can afford it and when it's unlocked, I'm gonna buy triples for our company. Triple flatbeds, and we can do some epic jobs with triple flatbeds. And hopefully one day it'll be an option in the game to have triple tanker trailers for like diesel and oil and that sort of thing. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen, but we'll see. Anyway, let's have a look at the map first before we drive too far. Why can't I just go there? Oh, that goes underneath. Okay, that's fine. Anything that we can unlock? I don't think. Where's that big straight road that we came in on here? There's like a massive straight road. Was it this trip? I don't know. Oh no, we did the special load the previous one, and that's why. I think you have a different road. Nothing there, I don't think. Nothing there. It all looks good. It looks like we're gonna do basically just a straight shot. I don't think we're gonna go through any small towns or anything like that. I think we're gonna be on. We might go through sort of city speed limits there, but I think as soon as we're out of this, we're gonna be good. Which is nice. And we don't need to sleep for another 7 hours, so we should be okay. It is going dark though.
Left turn ahead.
Get the lights on. Yeah, there's the bridge. We need to be on that bridge and not below it, so that's why we're taking a bit of a detour here. I thought the GPS was just being, or the sat-nav was just being weird again, but turns out the sat-nav was actually correct this time.
Right turn ahead. Turn right.
There we go. Beautiful. Alrighty. So I think when we, like I said earlier, I think when we get on the freeway here, the highway, or I don't know what they call it, interstate, whatever it is, I think we're gonna be pretty clean running all the way through. I think we might drop to about 65 miles an hour at certain points, but I don't think it's going to be that often, and 65 is not that bad. We might have to make like one fuel stop though. And I think we might need to sleep somewhere as well on this trip. But we'll see. Oh, we're running backwards, which is not good. I didn't realize this was an uphill. Interesting.
Keep left, then turn left.
This is a lot of tires. 19
Turn
tons of
left.
tires. So I think it'll be great if they had like events in this game. Like with the tires that we've got now, if it was like a racing event or a drifting event and they needed the tires over there, that would be kind of cool. Or maybe if you have like special jobs every now and then that comes up to move a trailer for a NASCAR team or something like that. I know for the most part they've got their own stuff, their own trucks and trailers and all of that, but maybe not for a specific team. Maybe for the event managers or something. There's a NASCAR race coming up the weekend and they need some stuff delivered. They need equipment and tents and grandstands and all of those sort of things delivered to that area, and you can take on jobs, multiple jobs, and to move a lot of the equipment to the venue, and then you could get the contracts again to move the equipment back to where they came from, back to the suppliers and that sort of thing. And you could have those kind of events every now and then, but it'll obviously move around the country. So you could almost exclusively do those kind of jobs, but it means that you're going to do a lot of empty running up to wherever the next event is. Because I think with events like that, a lot of what they use, they're going to hire locally or local-ish. And you could be running that around. I mean, I don't know. It just, you could even say the stuff that they need from one event to the next one. Maybe there's stuff that they don't hire locally and that's owned by the event organizers or whatever, and it needs moving between races to different cities. I don't know. Something like that. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool. Move them between different racetracks. So collect at one racetrack and move it to the upcoming race weekend's destination, or yeah, something like that. Something like that'll be cool, just to make it a bit more interesting. Or even like building supplies. We move building supplies to certain areas from wherever it might be. If you need sand and things, you grab it, or stone, grab it at the quarries, and like bricks and stuff you get from the like corporation area, or what do they call it? Like the co-ops. We call it a co-op, where you can buy like bricks and that sort of stuff. But yeah, things like that, and steel beams and whatever it might be. And then you can actually see the building progress, which would be kind of cool, because when it's eventually done, you can say, I had a lot to do with that building. And I mean, eventually the building might be broken down again slowly in sort of a way that, I don't know, maybe it's demolished or whatever it is, and you restart building, well, you restart supply on a new building, like a different building, I don't know. And there could be multiple of these around. Obviously not just one, like multiples around the entire map. I mean, there's always construction going on. And it'll just give some sort of purpose to jobs, instead of just being a job. It could be a bit more satisfying, a bit more fulfilling, I suppose. I don't know how difficult that would be to program. I think it'll probably be a little bit resource heavy on computers in a way, to sort of keep track of the growth. And yeah, so I suppose that could be a little bit tricky, but I don't think it's impossible. But yeah, something like that'll be cool. What's all of those stuff down there? Is that like storage units? I think it might be storage units. And it is 8:20 at night, so it's just about going dark. But the roads are busy tonight. Usually we've got pretty clear running, but the roads are really, really busy right now. Hopefully it sort of clears up during the night. I don't like it when the roads are this busy. You always have cars diving in front of you, slamming on the brakes. And like this one might do. Hopefully it just keeps going. Because I don't want to cancel my cruise control. It's really frustrating if you have to cancel it every time. Oh, 65 right now. Oh, that is interesting. Whoa. That is pretty cool. I don't know if that's like a river down there or a creek or what it is, but that's pretty cool. That's a very, very high bridge. Rest area next to right. Let's have a quick look. Because we need to sleep in 5 hours time. There's rest areas coming up later on. I think we might have to do that one. We will see when we get there, because if we pass that, the next one is up there, and that's on the other side of the road. So we might, well, we will have to go to that one then. And I don't know if we can make it that far. We could, possibly. We'll see. We'll see how long we've got to go when we get there. But I think we'll be okay. We could probably shoot for that next one. Which would be better, because it's a lot easier to get in and out of there, which would save quite a bit of time. Which would be nice. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to buying our own trailers. I want to buy triples. Triple flatbeds is the first thing I want to buy. But we can only get them by, I think, level 19 or 20. So it's going to be a while before we get to that point, unfortunately. I am still... Ooh, another bridge. I am still pondering the idea of the loan. I know we've spoken about this for quite a few episodes now, and I haven't made a final decision yet. I really, really want to do it, but I'm quite scared to do it, because it might cripple the company to a point where we won't recover, where it'll basically kill the company, and that would really, really suck if we killed the company. And at this stage, I have to say I'm quite happy just doing deliveries and building up a little bit of money, and there's no worries, you know, there's no real worries. As long as we're not late for any jobs, that's literally the only worry we've got. Is don't be late for a job. We don't have to worry about getting good jobs for loan installments and that sort of thing. We don't have to worry about drivers that can't find loads and they have to return empty and it's costing us money and all that sort of thing. I mean, that is kind of where I want to be anyways. I kind of like that bit of a stress factor, but we'll see. I think it's definitely going to happen. Well, it is definitely going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And I've been making a bit of doing a bit of math to figure out what's going to be the best option. And I'm kind of in a weird spot right now where if we take the $500,000 loan and we buy a garage and we buy 3 trucks, we're still going to be left with like $180,000, which is great to have in the bank account. I mean, it's fantastic because it means we've got a big like a lean back. What would be the right term for it? Not a lean back. Well, yeah, I suppose it's kind of like a cushion. We've basically got a $180,000 cushion. So we can afford for things to go wrong for quite a while, and we can we'll have a big break-in period on our drivers that they could actually lose money on jobs for quite a while before it'll become a problem. So that is nice. But it does mean that at this stage, if we just continue doing what we're doing right now, that sort of nest egg, that cushion, is only going to become bigger. Because we can't buy more than 3 trucks unless we buy another garage, and we can't afford 2 garages. Well, we can, but if we buy 3 trucks and 2 garages, we'll have 2 garages but only 3 trucks, where we could have 6. We won't have enough money for a 4th truck. And I don't think a 4th truck would be worth it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I mentioned it previously that these trucks, the Freightliner that I'm driving, although ours cost quite a bit of money, I think it was like $160,000 or $180,000 or somewhere around there, it was quite expensive with the engine configuration and all of that. Actually, hang on. We've got another 4 hours. Could we skip that and get to there in 4 hours time? If not, then we'll jump into there. So we're going to skip this. Go straight on. But I think we can reach that in 4 hours time. I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. In fact, it looks like we might almost make it to our destination without sleeping. Never mind the rest stop.
Keep left.
But I don't think we're going to risk that. Well, we could, I suppose, because we're still good on fuel. Half a tank of fuel. We can drive another 400 miles on this fuel, and we've only got 220 miles remaining. We're still pretty damn good. No worries there. But yeah, I think we'll look into the whole loan thing pretty soon. And like I said, this truck, it was quite expensive, this truck, but we can configure a real base model of this truck and get the buying price down to about $107,000, which is pretty damn cheap. So yeah, I'm really itching to do that, and especially if we're gonna have a nice big cushion, it'll be nice. So I don't know, maybe we can look into it in the next episode. Let's see what happens. Maybe the next episode we'll take out the $500,000 loan and buy an area with 3 trucks. We'll have to look at where we want to buy it though. And I actually think Albuquerque would be good, which I think we're passing through at the moment. Santa Fe, where's... Oh, there we go. Yeah. That one there. We just passed it. That might be a good option for us, because it's sort of... I don't know. Or maybe we should buy in like Flagstaff. But I think we've got one in Vegas. I think our headquarters at the moment is in Vegas. I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to buy like in Raton here. It's sort of so far up into the corner. If I'm going to buy another place, then I want to buy central. You know, somewhere where it's sort of central to everything else. We'll see. We might have to take a look at the map and see where we want to buy this and try and get a job to that point. Maybe we'll do that. After we deliver this load, we'll make a decision on where our next headquarters is going to be, or our next depot, effectively, is going to be. And we will take jobs to get over to wherever that might be. And when we get there, we'll take the loan, buy the place, and buy the 3 trucks. So it might take another 1 or 2 episodes, but I think that's the plan. I like that plan. I think that's what we're going to do. We just need to decide where it's going to be. And I think that's kind of why I chose... I think our headquarters is Vegas. Because I tend to go for Vegas often when I start new career modes. because it's kind of central. It's just, it works. And the speed limits around there are pretty lenient, to say the least, which is nice. Oh, we'll see. I don't want to get two places too close together either, because then it's just slightly pointless, I think. Rather have them a little bit further apart. Alright, we've got another 150 miles to go. And we need to sleep in 2 hours and 40 minutes. And technically speaking, I think we can actually make it to our destination without sleeping, but it's going to be very, very close, and we run the risk of getting fined if we do that. We don't have a huge amount of time in hand. The delivery is expected by Monday 20 to 8 in the evening, and we are expected to arrive at the destination Monday 20 to 2 in the morning hours. So if we sleep, if we're going to sleep 8 hours, we'll still have a bit of time to make it, but it'll be a little bit close. Because I don't actually know how long you sleep in the game. I think it might be 8 hours, but it could be 10. I'm not sure. I think 10 doesn't really make sense. I think it'll probably be 8. So if it's 8 hours, we'll be fine. We'll still arrive there in the morning. Pretty early in the morning. Like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's only due that night. So I think we'll just sleep. We're not going to risk it. We do have the sat-nav set for a rest stop, which should be coming up fairly soon. And yeah, we'll do that. We'll rest up and then carry on with this thing in the morning. It's almost 12 o'clock at night already. I thought for a second this is the rest stop, but it's not. Obviously not. I think that goes up to Santa Fe, the signboard said. But yeah, I do think the rest stop is closed. There we go. There's the first yawn. We're tired. The first warning. Interesting trailer. Interesting paint job on the trailer. Whoa, there's shooting stars. I think that was 2 in a row. Nice. I don't think I've seen shooting stars before. Well, I have in the game, but I don't think in the survival mode, I don't think I've seen shooting stars. I just saw 2, which was nice. Okay, here's the rest stop on the other side of the road coming up. So ours is going to be coming up real soon. Ours is just coming up on the right hand side.
Keep right, then take the exit right. Take the exit right. Go straight.
Alrighty. Oh, there's that yellow truck. He just went past. That was a little bit cheeky to dive in front of him and then slam on the brakes. That wasn't very nice. I didn't realize the truck stop was quite that close. But it's okay. Righty. We are out of the road. So, lights off. Handbrake on. Truck off. And good night. And it is a very, very dark morning. And something's a bit weird. This happened, I think, in the previous episode. Where it looks like the game doesn't really realize what time it is. Because it is completely light out. We don't need lights at all. It is 10:30 in the morning, but the skyline is pitch black. So, yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. But hey, it is what it is. I'll have to try and figure out what exactly is going on. But something's weird. Something with the, I think it's the skyline mod. I think there's a skyline mod. Something with that is a little bit off, I would say. But that's fine. You know what? We're just gonna say it's a solar eclipse. Because why not? Make the best of a bad situation. It is bizarre though. It is really, really weird. And it only happened since the last episode. It's the first time that happened. Oh, there we go. It's daytime again. Okay, solar eclipse is over. And we can see again. Beautiful. No worries. Everything's good. That was epic. I like that actually. That was kind of cool. We can see for miles, but it's nighttime. It's kind of cool. Oh, we've got a race on our hands. I think that's like Home Depot or something. I can see home on the side of him. But I think we've got a bit more power than he does in his Peterbilt. 500 horsepower, my man. Right, he's gonna have to pull up behind us. That was not really being funny or anything. It's just he wanted to pass and I was picking up speed, and the speed limit is 75 miles an hour. So you know what? I'm gonna be doing 75 miles an hour. If he can't keep up, that's not my problem. He shouldn't be in the fast lane then. But we should. Right, we've got another 22 miles to go, so we're gonna be coming into Raton in a second. I'm just gonna call it Raton because Raton sounds really weird, but it might be Raton. I don't know. I'm sure you guys will correct me anyways, which is fine. I'm happy with that. But we're gonna go with Raton for now. Keep right. Okay. And unfortunately, I think we're not going to be able to get a great job out of here either. It's sort of very isolated and secluded and sort of in the middle of freaking nowhere. That I think we're going to have a, I don't know, pretty crappy jobs coming out of here, I would think. I definitely don't think there's going to be a lot of well-paying jobs. Ah, there's the home guy. He just went over the bridge there. I saw the orange truck. Bit late there, buddy. How can this still be 75 miles an hour? That's insane. There you go, now it's 45. Yeah, running out of fuel. Walmart. Oh, is that an Infinity? I think that's an Infinity. You get a few Infinities in South Africa. Not many. They sort of started to come into South Africa for a little bit, but I think they went bust pretty quickly. People in South Africa don't really go for these like new brands, odd brands.
Turn right.
People tend to stick with what they know, like Toyota and Nissan and
Turn
Chevrolet
right.
to a point, but not really that much.
You have reached your destination.
And then obviously like Mercedes, BMW, Audi, those sort of companies. Your real big names. Although Tata have, or Tata, or however you want to pronounce it, we pronounce it Tata. They sort of came into the country and did pretty well, and GWM did as well. But they're minority, definitely. Not many new companies make it in South Africa. I think Cherry tried as well, and they failed. So, yeah, it's weird. It's just it's a trust thing, I think. You don't want to buy something and then you can't get parts or get it serviced or things like that. But yeah, there we go. That's $1,468, 535 XP, and we're crawling up to level 13, which is great. But that is going to be it. In the next episode, we are going to have a look at where we're going to buy our next... we can shut that down. We're going to look at where we're going to buy our next garage or depot, effectively, and then we're going to take jobs to get to that point. It might be one job, it might be three, I don't know, to get to that city, because I don't want to run without any cargo, because that just costs money. And then when we get there, we'll take the loan, we'll buy the property, and we'll buy 3 trucks, and we'll hire some workers, and hopefully not cripple our entire company. But let's see. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, and I will see you all next time.